Bro, at a time where a leader has no brain cell to make lies and tell people that it's okay, we can invade a country because he has no reason to. But what's also special is we can bring people from opposite countries, ethnicity, race, to come together at a time to oppose something that we don't want in this world. And good news is Russia is still losing. By the way, they're still losing. They Ukraine are improving. So that's a good sign, because now Putin should now see why his plans of invasion was the worst plan he ever made in his life. But we looking at college roommates, just like who are from, one that's from Russia, who has a Russian background, one who has a Ukrainian background, just coming together. This is what we call real friendship. This is what we call people from different countries coming together and just trying to end this, trying to oppose this war. And I feel like this video from Inside Editions is really gonna show us why we need to be together. Because at this time, like, it's just sad how that Ukrainian refugees are leaving their countries and have nowhere to go, and they're living in shelters, bro. Sad, bro.
From Ukraine are watching their homelands fight from thousands of miles away at the University of Delaware.
I remember, like, clear as day, how, like, he literally stormed up into my room in the middle of my project and said he started the war. Didn't quite sink in at first, so I just started to realize.
Facts. First of all, Putin started the war. It's not Russia. So everyone clear that. Clear that. Putin started the war, not the country itself. So Putin is Russia. The people's not Russia. Putin is Russia. So I don't want no Russian hate attacking restaurants, attacking businesses in America. No, because how are you supposed to attack them if they're not in their home country? They're not the one who agree what he's saying, what he's doing. Like, people need to stop doing that. It's like the whole assimilation is happening again, where if we are attacking people for something that they're not a part of. We can go back to history when we were attacking the Jews when they came here. We attacked the Chinese when they came here. We attacked so many races for something they're not part of. A good example, the Japanese. Remember when we were in World War II and we were fighting against Japanese, and Japanese bombed Pearl Harbor, and then we immediately attacked Japanese American and put them in internment camps? Bro, we need to stop doing that in this country, bro. We need to, including we did with Muslims after 9/11. Like, we need to stop these hatreds, bro. Yes, their family, their origins come from there, but are they agreeing what they're doing? Are they there? Are they supporting it? No. People need to stop doing that.
I think the next day, what is really happening? Because no one expected the war to start.
Both of them are trying to make the most of their time at the Wilmington school, but can't help worrying about their families back home. Greg, who is majoring in political science, says he speaks daily to his family to get updates. His father, siblings, and grandparents, who are still in Ukraine, spend their nights in basements and bomb shelters, hoping to avoid attacks.
I'm trying to function to my best. I'm trying to maintain my.
Yo, I like W roommate chat. This is I call W roommate. So he's listening. Like, his family is in a particular situation worse than his, but you gotta say his worse too, because hey, if something's wrong with his family and they're like to do something stupid to go against Putin, or, you know, yeah, like, you know what I'm saying, jail time, Like, but I'm happy this dude is acknowledging the fact that his family are getting attacked by a person who has no justification of what it means to conquer a country that has done nothing to you, and you just start invading. Like, what is that?
Composure and go to my classes, do my homework.
And sorry that I'm pausing again. It's also affecting his mental health, because to have that, like, while this is happening abroad, but to have that thought every day about your family, worrying about them in the shelters, it can really impact your mental health. And I hope his mental health is okay, because I don't want him to flunk school. I want him to take his education seriously. I just hope he does well in school.
Because I feel like the world has not stopped for me. Like, I cannot waste time. But at the same time, I spend a lot of time watching the news here and there from every resource possible.
Vlad is an economics major with a family in Moscow. He says most people he knows back home are against Russia's invasion. But while he can speak freely about his feelings from his college campus, his friends and family could be arrested if they do the same.
We're trying to do both, study, go to classes, but I think it's good for both of us. We constantly are on the phone, on our laptop, constantly refreshing the news. But thankfully, professors don't complain and they understand it, as well as combining all that with some activities we do, like organized rallies and just spreading awareness, reposting, and that type of stuff.
But they're doing what they can from this side of the ocean, rallying fellow students to support Ukrainians and to put pressure on the U.S. government to do what it can to stop the war. Greg says
See, that's the problem. We don't want to go to World War III. Niggas want to cause World War III. Like, we not trying to do World War III, but I understand. We know the U.S. need to support Ukrainian. But nigga, Russia got spies! Do you forgot Russians have some spies, bro? They be watching everything too. Nigga, they're gonna think like, oh, if the U.S. isn't involved, if U.S. get involved with this, oh, World War III. They're gonna get their support people. They probably gonna call China. They're probably gonna call Syria. I don't know who support Russia, but they're gonna call one of them allied countries to come forth. We started in World War III. We not trying to cause World War III. That's what we don't want. We don't want a major war, because we just want to move on with life. But the reason why all this situation keep happening every single year is because of the government. Think about it. Why do every day we wake up, we brush our teeth, we do our daily routines, and every time we get on the news, it's always the government? Think about it. It's the governments in these worlds that are causing the problem. It's not the people. It's the government. I'm literally, if we never had a government in the first place, I feel like we would never have war. I'm telling you. It's always the government, bro.
Things from his friends in Ukraine.
The emotion I'm getting from my friends is that we're gonna win. The only advantage that they have is the aerial superiority and numbers. Basically, they're just throwing immense numbers of soldiers who do not know how to fight. That's what my friends all know.
Facts. Like, they're bringing random young people that have no experience fighting. That's why they're losing. Like, this nigga just rushing it. Like, that's how you know when you have people that's not supporting the war, and you have people who don't know how to fight, has no like doesn't know what they're fighting for. That's how you know your strategy is horrible.
They just don't know how to fight.
While not on the front lines, they're working together to fight for the futures they want for themselves and for their nations. For Inside Edition...
Nah, fact, yo, bro. Like, I'm telling you, like, we don't want to cause a major war. We don't want to go into World War III. We don't want that. We don't want that. But I'm telling you, we will do anything possible to try to support Ukraine, but we're just trying to be stealthy, okay? We trying to be Assassin Creed in this bitch, you know what I'm saying? We trying to make sure we try to not get involved too much, because if we do, they're gonna think like we are in this war, and then we cause it a massive war. Like, we not trying to do that. We're not trying to do that. So, but I hope and prayers that these two fellows out here continue to be safe, including their families too. And, hope this thing ends, because I know this thing is not going to end for last. I know this is not going to last long, okay? Like, this is the most retarded thing I've ever seen in my life.